The Galactic Academy's surveillance systems flagged Student 7 Alpha 9 at precisely 800 hours. Her human designation was Fiza, and according to the automated threat assessment, she posed a critical danger to the station's hierarchical structure. Stein reviewed the report in his sterile office, his crystalline fingers drumming against the holographic display. As head of student compliance for Sector 7, he had eliminated dozens of problematic students before. Humans were particularly troublesome, too emotional, too unpredictable, too willing to challenge the established order that had kept the galaxy stable for 10,000 years. Another human, he muttered, his translator converting his native clicks into standard galactic. They never learn their place. The file showed Fiz's infractions, questioning authority during hierarchical studies, defending a lower caste student from disciplinary action, and worst of all, publicly challenging the supremacy doctrine that governed every aspect of academy life. Such behavior couldn't be tolerated. The academy wasn't just a school, it was the training ground for the galaxy's future leaders, where order and obedience were paramount. Stein initiated Protocol Red 9, the elimination sequence reserved for students who threatened the system itself. Within hours, 3 enforcement drones would corner Fiza in a remote section of the station, and she would simply disappear. The official record would show a tragic accident during a routine spacewalk exercise. What Stein didn't know, what none of them knew, was where Fiza came from. Fiza sat in the academy's observation deck, staring at the swirling nebula outside. Other students gave her a wide berth. They always did. There was something about her that unsettled them, though they couldn't quite articulate what it was. Perhaps it was her eyes, dark and ancient, carrying weight that no 17-year-old should possess. She sensed the drones before she saw them. 3 sleek enforcement units gliding through the corridors with lethal purpose. Fiza sighed, a sound that carried more weariness than fear. They really don't understand, she whispered to herself. The drones entered the observation deck, their weapon systems humming to life. Energy barriers sealed the exits. This was a killbox, designed to leave no escape. Student 7 Alpha 9, the lead drone, announced. You have been marked for elimination. Resistance is futile. Fiza stood slowly, brushing imaginary dust from her academy uniform. Elimination, she repeated, tasting the word. You know, that's funny. Where I come from, we had a different word for it. The drone's AI processors couldn't interpret humor or recognize warning signs. They only knew compliance and termination. Energy, weapons charged, targeting systems locked. We called it survival, Fiza continued, her voice dropping to something cold and primal. The temperature in the observation deck plummeted. Frost crept across the windows. The drone systems flickered, confused by readings that shouldn't be possible. Their sensors detected an energy signature unlike anything in their databases, something old, something wrong, something that violated every law of physics they understood. Fiz's eyes began to glow with a dull red light. Let me tell you about Earth, she said softly. My world, the planet you call that death world in your classified files, the one your species refuses to visit. The drones fired. Plasma bolts designed to disintegrate titanium on contact struck Fiz's chest. She didn't even flinch. The energy seemed to be absorbed, swallowed by something beneath her skin. Earth isn't just harsh, Fiza continued, walking forward as the drones fired uselessly. It's a crucible. Every creature there is a weapon honed by millions of years of brutal evolution. We breathe poison that would kill most species. We survive temperature ranges that would crack your exos. We heal from wounds that would be fatal to you. One drone tried to retreat. Fiz's hand shot out faster than its processors could track. Her fingers just human fingers, no weapons. No enhancements crushed through its armored casing like paper. But that's not even the worst part, she said, her voice echoing strangely in the frozen chamber. The worst part is that we adapt. We overcome. We survived ice ages and plagues, predators and prey, starvation and war. For 200,000 years, Earth tried to kill us, and we not only survived, we thrived. The second drone fired at point-blank range. Fiza caught the plasma bolt in her bare hand, the energy crackling between her fingers before dissipating harmlessly. You wanted to eliminate me because I questioned your hierarchy. Fiza laughed, a sound without humor. You think your 10,000 years of stability is impressive. Earth taught us that any system that doesn't adapt is already dead. You've created a galaxy of sheep, and you want to kill me because I remember how to be a wolf. The third drone activated its distress signal. Fiza allowed it. Go ahead, she said. Call for backup. Call for Stein. Let him see what he tried to eliminate. Stein arrived within minutes, followed by a full security detail. What he saw froze him in place. The observation deck looked like a battlefield. 2 drones were scattered in pieces across the floor. The third hovered uselessly, its systems locked in a feedback loop, and in the center of it all stood Pfizer, unmarked, unbothered, almost bored. "You're Stein," Pfizer said, recognizing him from his file. "The one who ordered my elimination." Stein's translator struggled to capture his species' expression of pure terror. What are you?" He managed. Pfizer smiled, and for the first time, Stein saw what other students had always sensed, something ancient and unbreakable staring out from behind human eyes. "I'm what happens when evolution runs on hard mode for long enough," she said. "I'm from Earth, and you just tried to eliminate someone whose ancestors fought saber-toothed tigers with pointed sticks and won." She walked past a security detail, none of them daring to raise their weapons. "I came to your academy to learn," Pfizer said over her shoulder, "to understand your peaceful galaxy. But if you insist on trying to eliminate me, remember this: I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped out here with me." As she left, the observation deck's temperature slowly returned to normal. Stein stared at the destroyed drones, his entire worldview cracking like ice dot. In the following weeks, Protocol Red 9 was quietly retired. A new designation was added to Earth's file in the galactic database: "Approach with diplomatic caution. Inhabitants more dangerous than previously assessed." And she continued her studies, asking uncomfortable questions and challenging ancient doctrines. But nobody tried to eliminate her again. They had finally learned what humanity had known for millennia: sometimes the most dangerous thing in the room is the one that looks most harmless. And Earth had spent 200,000 years making sure its children would never be harmless again. The galaxy would have to adapt, just like humans always had.